will start with digital electronics and microprocessors first unit, that is number system. So these are the contents of today's lecture: binary number system, decimal number system, octal number system and hexadecimal number system. So we'll start with binary number system. Binary number system has its base 2. As its name suggests, bi means 2. So it has base 2. It consists of only two numbers, that is 0 and 1. So any number system which is consisting of only zeros and ones, it will become binary number system and its base will be 2. Octal number system, as its name suggests, oct means 8. So its base is 8. It consists of total 8 numbers, that is 0 to 7. Decimal number system, its base is 10. So total 10 numbers will be there in this number system, that is 0 to 9. 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9. Hexadecimal number system, its base will be 16. So total 16 numbers are there, that is 0 to 15. But here 0 to 9, it will be represented same as a decimal number system, while 10 will be represented as A, 11 will be represented as B and so on up to F. That is 16 will be represented as F. 16 is nothing but now here 15, because 0 to 15 numbers are there. So 15 is nothing but 1, 1, 1, 1 in binary number system and it will be represented as F. All these number systems are positional number system, means based on its position, its weight will be assigned. So let us consider binary number system. For example, 101 is the number in binary number system. So base 2 has been shown here. So its weight will be in the form of power of 2, and with least significant bit power will be 0 and it will be increased by 1 as we move towards the left hand side. So for this one least significant bit, power will be 2 raised to 0. Means for this 0, it will be 2 raised to 1. So 0 into 2 raised to 1. Next one, it will become 1 into 2 raised to 2. So in this way, it is positional number system. Then 63, if it is in octal number, its base is 8. So start with least significant bit. 3 will be multiplied with power of 8 raised to 0 plus 6 will be multiplied with 8 raised to 1. And A1, it is in hexadecimal number system. So what will be the weight? 1 will be multiplied with 16 raised to 0. This A is nothing but 10. So 10 will be multiplied with 16 raised to 1. Then we'll go with convergence. We'll see conversion from binary to another number system. So first we'll see binary number system. Let us consider any number. This is random one number we have taken in binary format. So there are only ones and zeros. We want to convert it into octal and hexadecimal number system. So octal means 8. So 2 raised to 3 is 8. So we'll form the group of 3 digits together. We'll start from least significant bit and we'll form a group of 3 digits and continue up to last MSB digit. So we'll get groups as from LSB 100, 011, 110 and 01. Here one digit is not there, it will be considered as 0. So its equivalent will get as 010 means 2, 011 is nothing but 3, 6 and 1. And now its base will be 8. While converting from binary to hexadecimal, we'll form a group of 4 digits together. As 16 is equal to 2 raised to 4 is 16. So we'll form a group of 4 and we'll start from least significant bit. So we'll get 1000, 1111, then 001 and its equivalent will be 4F116. So conversion from binary to decimal. Here binary number system is base 2. So we'll multiply a number with base of 2 or power of 2 starting from least significant bit. We'll start with power 0 and we'll increase it as we move towards the left with positive numbers. So 1 into 2 raised to 2 plus 0 into 2 raised to 1 plus 1 into 2 raised to 0. So I will get equivalent as 5 to the base 10. Now if the digit is in fractional or decimal point is there, the power will be in negative format, and start from the decimal to the next digit, power will be -1, and this power will go on increasing as move away from decimal point to the right. So next example, 63.4. So after 4 will be multiplied with 8 raised to -1, 3 will be multiplied with 8 raised to 0, and 6 will be multiplied with 8 raised to 1. So after decimal point, power will be negative, and before decimal point, power of 8 will be positive. Again, for least significant bit, power will be 0. Similarly, so I will get equivalent as 51.5 in decimal. A1 16. So here 1 will be multiplied with 16 raised to 0. A is nothing but 10. So 10 will be multiplied with 16 raised to 1, and we'll get equivalent as 161. Then we'll go to the next point, that is decimal to binary, octal or hexadecimal conversion. When we move from decimal to another number system, we have to divide it by that particular base. So for example, if I want to go for decimal to binary, we'll divide it by 2. Binary has base 2, so decimal number will be divided by 2 unless and until I get the quotient 0, and remainder will be considered to form that particular binary number. So 56 divided by 2, and this will be the table which will represent quotient and remainder. And after that, I will go from bottom to top, and I will get its equivalent binary number. So 56 will be represented in binary format as 111000. Similarly, decimal to octal, I have to divide it by 8. Same procedure will be repeated, only now division will be by 8, as octal has a base 8. Same procedure will be carried out until and unless I get the quotient 0. So 5610 will be equal to 78. 8 will be the base. It is in octal format. Then number system can be represented in 3 formats: sign and magnitude format, ones complement format, and two's complement format. In sign and magnitude format, first digit represents sign and next digit represents its magnitude. So as to indicate sign, most significant bit, if it is 0, it indicates that number is positive. If most significant bit is 1, it indicates that number is negative. In ones complement format, same conventions are used for the sign, but the magnitude is represented in the ones complement format. Ones complement is nothing but zeros are replaced by 1 and ones will be replaced by 0. While in two's complement format, again magnitude is represented by most significant bit. 0, MSB is equal to 0, it indicates the number is positive. MSB is equal to 1, it indicates that number is negative. While magnitude will be represented in two's complement format. In two's complement format, first we will calculate one's complement and then add 1 so as to get the two's complement. Generally, two's complement is mostly preferable because it simplifies the arithmetic and used almost universally. So these are some examples for the sign and magnitude format where let us consider this 4 will be represented as 0, 1, 0, 0. I want to add 3. So in sign magnitude I will get it as 0, 0, 1, 1. Both are positive, so I will get positive number. But if I consider negative numbers, I will get the results differently. So I have to use the ones complement and two's complement format. So in ones complement, 4 minus 3, I will consider it as 4 plus minus 3, and I will add the ones complement at 3 into 4, and I will get the result as 0, 0, 0, 1. 4 minus 3 will be 1. Similarly, minus 4 plus 3, here 4 will be written in sign format, take its so it will become as 3 plus minus 4, and I can do the subtraction. Two's complement format, we can represent it on a number wheel where half part will show us positive numbers and next half will give its negative numbers, that is bitwise complement. Zero's complement will be minus 8. So in this way we can do the addition. While next codes are gray codes and binary coded decimal number system, where in binary coded decimal will make use of 8421 weightage to digits. Means we are representing decimal number system with the help of 4 digits, and its add weight will become for most significant bit 8, then 4, 2 and 1. So 0 will be represented as 0000, while 9 will be represented in binary coded format as 1001. In this way we will get this binary coded decimal. While in gray code only one bit will be changed at a time. So 0 will be represented as 00, 1 will get as 0001, then 2 only one change will be there, so it will become as 0011. In this way we will get the gray code for 0 to 9 in this way. Okay, thank you.